How's it going, everyone? It is Skullzi here with the latest and the greatest gaming news. With QuakeCon 2020 behind us, and with yet another Bethesda event totally void of any new Starfield information, I figured now would be a good time to revisit the current status of Starfield and give you my opinion on when we should expect another trailer or teaser, or basically anything at all involving this mysteriously silent game. And for quite a while now, I have been sticking to my 2021 release date prediction, which is, in my opinion, the safest option to have. Even if we do get another Starfield teaser or trailer or anything like that in 2020, I still wouldn't expect the game to release until 2021. And Bethesda Game Studios, and specifically Todd Howard, have already proven time and time again that they like to wait until as last minute as possible to the game's release date before they finally start fully marketing their next game. In fact, Todd Howard even stated somewhat recently that he would wait until like a week before the game gets released before they even announce it, but fortunately for the community, Bethesda won't let them do that. Thank the divines. So with all that in mind, if Starfield did come out in 2021, Bethesda Game Studios really wouldn't even start fully marketing the game until 2021 as well. The small teaser trailer we got back in 2018 was a rare anomaly, and Bethesda did that just because their next major game was their first online game ever, which of course was Fallout 76. And by showing a Starfield and even an Elder Scrolls 6 teaser trailer, Bethesda was hoping to try to make it clear that they weren't abandoning their single-player game focus, and that Fallout 76 was going to be an anomaly of sorts, and that their next couple of games will return to the single-player massive open-world RPGs that we'd come to expect from Bethesda Game Studios. Only, as we all know, that really didn't work out too well, and really didn't do much to contain the hate and the drama that soon followed regarding Fallout 76. However, now long after all the dust has settled and Bethesda has made numerous improvements to the game after listening to the community's critiques, Fallout 76 is finally actually pretty decent. It's definitely worth picking up and playing now if you enjoy online games if you haven't played it already. Or if you played it a long time ago and didn't like it, definitely try it again because it's pretty good. I don't like online games too much, but I do enjoy Fallout 76. And the reason I'm saying all this is because I want to make it very clear that Bethesda will almost certainly not market Starfield until the year the game releases. There are, however, two small but pretty solid chances that we could get at least another Starfield teaser in 2020, and again, the chances of getting a new trailer at these two events are quite small, but one event definitely has a higher chance than the other one, and these are the last two real chances we have to see Starfield again in 2020. The first and least likely event is Gamescom. Gamescom will take place this August between the 27th and the 30th, and is basically Europe's smaller version of E3, and although new upcoming games have had new trailers and teasers dropped at Gamescom in the past, Starfield is a major release with a very large international target demographic, so it would make a lot more sense for Starfield to have its first new trailer in years to be showcased at a much more substantial event and international event. No disrespect to Gamescom, but E3 is, for example, a much better option and kickoff point for Starfield's main marketing campaign to go into full swing. E3 2021 would also be just a handful of months before Starfield's most likely 2021 release date in November as well, so with all this in mind, Gamescom most likely won't feature Starfield at all in any way, shape, or form. FIFA though, for instance, will definitely be there as that game has a huge European community and following, for example. Which brings us to our last beacon of hope for any new Starfield 2020 information, which is the Game Awards, taking place this December and hopefully ending 2020 with some decent hype and good news for once. And unlike Gamescom, there have been new trailers and teasers for some pretty major AAA games numerous times in the past, including ones from Bethesda. And even though I don't expect Starfield to drop until 2021, in my opinion, giving the community another small but substantial Starfield teaser trailer right at the end of the year at the Game Awards would be a major power move for Bethesda. They would end the year with a bang for sure, and most importantly, give the community a much needed injection of that hype sauce, because to be honest, many people in the community are not only losing hype and interest for both Starfield and even the Elder Scrolls 6 somehow, but at the same time, the community is starting to despise Bethesda's complete silence regarding these games. And while I wouldn't go as far as saying I hate or despise Bethesda because of all this, I will say this marketing tactic is ancient and ineffective, and when something is clearly pissing off your community on such a large scale, as a company you should probably listen and take note of this and adjust your strategy quite a bit. Which brings us all the way back around town to 2021 as being the safest bet to expect both a new Starfield trailer as well as for the game to finally release. There is even a small chance the release date could end up being 2022, which would be a sure sign that we live in the worst timeline ever, and I'd even consider joining our Fallout 4 protagonist in that cryo chamber sleepy time just to make the wait a little less painful. If Starfield came out in 2022, that would mark a huge 7-year void between Bethesda Game Studios' single-player game releases, which in my opinion is quite ridiculous in the least. But judging by the information and timeline within the official Starfield trademarks, I am still sticking to my 2021 prediction, as that seems like the most likely year based on speculation within these trademark filings. We will most likely not get any new Starfield trailers or teasers or information or anything at all until 2021 as well, but there is still that small beacon of hope within the Game Awards this December. Only time will tell though. Until then, hang on to your hype, because after all this time that Bethesda has spent developing Starfield, that means the game will almost certainly be something amazing. At least we can only hope. Either way, that finishes up today's video. As always though, what I want to know is, what do you think about all of this? When do you think we will finally see Starfield again? Be sure to let me know down in the comments below, and if your comment wins the internet, you may get featured in a future video. Be sure to like the video if you enjoy the content, and if you want to stay in the know when it comes to the latest gaming news, hit that subscribe button and turn notifications on so you don't miss the latest uploads. Follow me over on Twitter for other news that doesn't quite make it into my videos, as well as other channel updates, and check for links down in the description below for official Skullzi merchandise, the Skullzi Discord community chat server, and if you want to have your hand in providing future content, there are links on how to be an exclusive channel member here on YouTube, over on Patreon, or at Coffee as well. And as always, thank you for watching. Be sure to tune in next time when Starfield ends up being the last game to release on the PS5 and the Xbox Series X. Worst timeline ever.
It just works.